The media thought they could kill Trump's career. Turns out, they only buried their own. This is every media figure who imploded while trying to take down Trump. Keith Olbermann was patient zero for Trump derangement syndrome in the media. He went from respected MSNBC host to screaming into his webcam about Russian conspiracies and military coups. He made over 100 deranged videos calling Trump a traitor. He was so unhinged, even MSNBC cut him loose. He now spends his days ranting on YouTube, getting a fraction of the attention he used to have, completely forgotten by the real world. At the peak of Trump derangement syndrome, Kathy Griffin thought it would be hilarious to pose with a fake severed head of President Trump. Instead, she nuked her own career overnight. CNN fired her from their New Year's Eve show, venues canceled her tours, and Hollywood blacklisted her. She went from A-list to nobody faster than anyone in the Trump era. Now she's begging for attention on social media, completely forgotten by the industry that once cheered her on.
I don't think I will have a career after this. I'm going to be honest, he broke me. He broke me. And then I was like, no, this isn't right. It's just not right.
After Trump won in 2016, CNN gave Reza Aslan a show. He called Trump a piece of on Twitter and then doubled down. CNN canceled his show immediately, and he hasn't had a major platform ever since. Don Lemon was CNN's loudest anti-Trump voice. He called Trump supporters racist more times than anyone can count. He got demoted in 2022 and then fired in 2023 after a series of scandals, on-air blow-ups, and cringy moments. After CNN, he tried to reinvent himself as a star on X, but Elon Musk personally fired him after a disastrous interview. Now he's unemployed, posting thirst traps on Instagram, and completely irrelevant. Chris Cuomo was supposed to be CNN's future, but it all came crashing down when it was revealed he was secretly helping his brother cover up a sex scandal while attacking Trump every night. As a side note, I do like his new show on News Nation. He has on interesting guests and sorta seems like he's coming around and changing some of his positions. Bill Kristol was once a kingmaker in Republican politics. Then Trump showed up and Kristol lost his mind. He spent years attacking Trump, begging for anyone to challenge him, and trashing the voters who didn't listen. His magazine, The Weekly Standard, went bankrupt and shut down in 2018. Kristol is now just another angry never-Trumper ranting on the Bulwark's YouTube channel while the party moves on without him. Bob Woodward was once a respected journalist who took down Nixon, but Trump broke him. Woodward spent the last 9 years writing anti-Trump books and leaking tapes trying to take him down. Instead, he destroyed his own credibility. Now he's just another bitter liberal hack begging for interviews and pretending he's still important. Jim Acosta became famous for yelling at Trump in the White House press room. He tried to play the victim when Trump called him fake news. But once Trump left office, Acosta had nothing left to scream about. CNN shoved him onto weekend duty, where no one watches. He's a living reminder that shouting doesn't make you important when the cameras stop caring. Jemele Hill had it all, a primetime spot on ESPN SportsCenter and a big future in sports media, but she couldn't keep her politics off Twitter. She called Trump a white supremacist, dragged ESPN into a firestorm, and got suspended. Not long after, she left the network in disgrace. Chris Wallace built a career pretending to be the serious journalist at Fox News. After clashing with Trump during the 2020 debates, Wallace left Fox and jumped to CNN+. CNN+ then collapsed in less than a month, and Wallace's big move turned into a total embarrassment. Today, he's stuck hosting a low-rated interview show on Max and CNN that no one talks about. Unlike his father, Mike Wallace, who was respected across the country, Chris Wallace is now just another forgotten name. Shepard Smith stormed out of Fox News in 2019, claiming he couldn't work there while they defended Trump. CNBC gave him his own show, thinking he could be the serious newsman for a new audience. And nobody watched. The ratings were a disaster. By 2022, CNBC canceled his show without even pretending to care. As of 2025, Shepard Smith is completely off television, with no show, no audience, and no relevance. Just another Trump hater who thought the media would carry him and ended up getting left behind. John Harwood used to be a serious journalist until Trump broke him. He spent years pretending to be objective while pushing anti-Trump talking points on CNN. In 2022, he snapped and called Trump a dishonest demagogue live on air.
But that's not what we're talking about. These are not honest disagreements. The Republican Party right now is led by a dishonest demagogue.
CNN's new bosses forced him out immediately. Since then, he's been writing angry blog posts and giving speeches no one listens to. His days in the fake news are long gone. MSDNC hired Tiffany Cross to scream about Trump and Republicans every weekend. It didn't take long for her to go completely off the rails. In late 2022, she called Florida the of the country and said it should be castrated.
Florida literally looks like the of the country, so let's get rid of Florida. Let's castrate Florida.
MSDNC cut ties with her the next day. Now she's just another loudmouth with no show and no audience. The View is the loudest Trump-hating show on daytime TV. Every host took turns calling Trump a racist, a criminal, and worse. But after years of meltdown after meltdown, their ratings collapsed. By 2025, The View is a shadow of what it once was, reaching into the void while more and more people just changed the channel. During Trump's first term, late-night TV turned into a non-stop anti-Trump therapy session. Every monologue, every joke, every segment, nothing but Trump hate. But once Trump left office, the laughs died too. Ratings for Colbert, Kimmel, Fallon, Myers, and Oliver all tanked. By 2025, late-night comedy is on life support, and the Trump-obsessed hosts are still pretending they matter while half of their audiences disappeared. Joy Reid spent years on MSDNC attacking Trump and smearing his supporters as racists, extremists, and worse. After Trump left office, she was promoted to primetime and instantly became the most bitter, unwatchable host on cable TV. But once Trump got reelected in 2024, her ratings tanked. Nobody wanted to hear it anymore. In February 2025, MSDNC finally fired her. Her show, The Readout, was canceled, and she was quietly shown the door.
My show had value, and that that what I was doing had value.
Joe and Mika spent years on MSDNC trashing Trump every morning, calling him dangerous, unfit, and evil. But after Trump got reelected, they quietly showed up to Mar-a-Lago in 2025 to kiss the ring. The same clowns who said Trump was a threat to democracy ended up begging for access at his front door. No one respects them anymore, not the left, not the right, not even their viewers. A top 60 Minutes producer spent years greenlighting anti-Trump stories. But when Trump's legal team sued over fake reporting, the pressure got too hot. In 2025, the longtime producer quietly retired, stepping down before things got even uglier. Just one more media figure who thought they could beat Trump and ended up running for the exits instead. For years, NPR and PBS pretended to be neutral, while pushing left-wing propaganda and trashing Trump at every chance. Now Trump is getting the last laugh. In 2025, he moved to defund them completely, cutting off nearly all their federal money. The same outlets that spent years calling Trump a threat to democracy are now begging Congress to bail them out. They thought they could destroy Trump. Instead, he's destroying them, one budget cut at a time. Jeff Zucker was the CNN president who turned the network into a 24/7 anti-Trump operation. He gave Stelter, Lemon, and Cuomo the keys. Then he was forced to resign in 2022 over an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. Nicole Wallace is a MSDNC host who built her brand off anti-Trump hysteria. Her ratings plummeted after 2020. She's still there, but no one cares anymore. Mark Halperin was once a big political analyst, but he got swept up in a sexual misconduct scandal right after turning anti-Trump. He never recovered. Keith Olbermann deserves to be mentioned twice. The man nuked his entire career and then tried to make a comeback and failed again. The Lincoln Project was once treated like resistance heroes. Now they're a meme. Watch my full breakdown of the downfall of the Lincoln Project by watching that next video. Thank you for watching.